Yeah!
It's Goosebumps-tober. Let's get this started. Let's get this show on the road. Goosebumps month. Where do we even start? There are so many goddamn Goosebumps books that it's overwhelming. Like, how do you choose what your first episode of the Goosebumps TV show will be when you got such promising titles for books like A Night in Terror Tower, The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, I Live in Your Basement, all of them provoking images of fear, spookiness, the unknown. So what do they choose for the first episode ever of Goosebumps? What do they choose to set the tone of what the Goosebumps show can and will be? A Haunted Mask. A title that I'm sure R.L. Stine just opened a dictionary, flipped to any page, pointed at a word, and put the word haunted in front of it. You could do that for like a lot of Goosebumps books, actually. There's Haunted Mask, Haunted School, Haunted Hands, Haunted Feet, Haunted. It doesn't really provoke images of terror and fear, more so that it provokes questions like, what does that even mean? Like, is the mask like a ghost? Is the mask a ghost? Is there a ghost in the mask? Like, who would haunt a mask? They usually haunt houses. And so on. But maybe R.L. Stine's got something up his sleeve with this one. So maybe I shouldn't be judging a book by its title. So let's start riffing the Haunted Mask episode and just find out how accurate to the book it really is.
Hello, I'm R.L. Stine.
Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall.
Hello, I'm not famous at all. You guys are way more famous than me. Ah, shucks.
The horror begins when Carly Beth puts on the evil haunted mask, and it ends when she discovers there is nothing more powerful than the love of her family and friends.
What's so scary about that? Well, if we're going by the book logic of Goosebumps, every book's main character either had a friend or family member that were just like straight up assholes to them, like to an obscene degree assholes, like to the point where I'm like, R.L. Stine, who hurt you? The main character for this episode is Carly Beth, who, according to the book, is a total scaredy cat and gets spooked by even the smallest thing, except being out at night in the suburbs, which to me is, like, extremely scary.
Carly Beth? Huh? Oh.
In the book, the shop owner is described as having, like, a cape and a pencil-thin mustache, and I was hoping that he would be played by John Waters and not fake Colin Mockery over here.
I think someone's followed us here, Sabrina. You know, I think you're right. Somebody's out there. Somebody. Or something. It was totally not funny. I'm sorry.
Okay, you know what? I'll let that one slide because, like, on the asshole scale, that one's about a 3, but you watch yourself, Sabrina. One thing that this show perfectly adapted from the books is R.L. Stine's need to end every chapter on a scary cliffhanger. It's like the book equivalent of a fake jump scare, you know? Every chapter would end with a cliffhanger, and then every other chapter would begin with him saying, like, never mind, until, like, the last chapter where he's like, okay, no, but for real this time? The first chapter of this book actually ends with a scream, and then chapter 2 starts with the word gotcha. This is basically how every chapter ended and started. Oh my god, I found a dead body. Oh, never mind, they're just sleeping. In a coffin because they're a vampire. Oh, never mind, it's not a vampire, it's just a mannequin. Or is it? Wait, did I put on the wrong episode? Is that the right episode?
Carly Beth, you should have seen your face.
That was the best one yet, Carly Beth.
These two future senator-looking assholes are Chuck and Steve, who are straight-up sadists. On the asshole scale, I'm going to give that prank about a 7. Yeah. They get worse.
I can't believe they followed us all this way just to scare me like that. They're creeps. They have no life. Last weekend at your house, they pretended they were prowlers. That wasn't funny. Sorry.
You see what I mean? Like, what a bunch of fucking assholes. I mean, like, they are kids and all kids are assholes. It might be the most realistic thing about Goosebumps, to be honest, is that all the kids are assholes.
Last summer, they put that dead octopus on me. They're always pulling stuff like that. Sorry they scared you.
Oh yeah, by the way, this show is incredibly Canadian. It was filmed in Canada, and boy, does this show sometimes. I might have to put a Canadian accent counter for this series. We could make a drinking game out of the Canadian accents that come out. Just drink for every sorry, and you'd be dead by the end of the season. God forbid somebody had skin problems on Goosebumps. Apparently I have the potential to be scary on Goosebumps. Me and Edward James Olmos and Seal just terrorizing kids around the neighborhood.
Hey, are you okay? Huh? Did something happen to you?
No, nothing. Why?
Oh, no, it's your eyes. You look...
It's nothing. Don't worry about it, okay, Mom?
I forgot just how much of this show's acting feels like a drug PSA is about to start. It's nothing. Don't worry about it, Mom. Carly Beth, have you been trying crack cocaine? Is that why you're so jumpy? Viewer beware, we're sponsored by Dare.
Hey, come here. I want to show you something. Check it out.
Oh, Jesus, that mask does look haunted. That's not the haunted... Are you sure that's not the haunted mask?
I mean, why do you want something that looks like me?
I made something that looks like you, silly, because I love you.
You should have seen what the other people sculpted.
What did they sculpt?
They were sculpting this naked guy that was standing in front of us the whole class. It was really distracting.
What is up with you?
Its mouth opened and it smiled at me.
Carly Beth, you're letting this Halloween stuff get to you.
I'm sorry. It was the light. A trick of the light.
There's another sorry. Take a drink.
You saw a duck at the mall, and you said you thought it might be fun to be a duck for Halloween. I made one for you.
Oh, yeah. Duck costume. Great. Thanks, Mom.
Well, go and take a look at it. It's very cute.
Cute? Last thing I want to be on Halloween is cute.
You're gonna change your mind about that in like 5 years.
I want to be scary this time.
Ah, so that is the haunted mask. It just smiled. What are you talking about? It doesn't do that in the book yet. It doesn't do that until the end of the book, actually. They just gave away the whole climax. And on top of that, they just completely made whatever mask we see next not scary at all in comparison to this goddamn fucking nightmare. Oh my god, it's the giant Tweety from Hide and Go Tweet. It's a very specific reference now that I say it out loud.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Take off that duck costume. It's my costume.
Carly Beth the scaredy cat. Carly Beth the scaredy cat.
On the asshole meter, I'm going to give that one about a 5, mainly because I hate annoying younger siblings in TV shows. You know, except for Corey in the except for Eve and Steve. Never mind.
So I'll meet at your house about 7:30? 7:30?
Like, at a certain point, scaring her has to get old, dude. Like, it's not even a challenge for them. He literally just pointed a thing at her. This kid's gonna grow up to be like the worst kind of prank YouTubers, you know what I mean?
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Carly Beth. Me and Steve just want to say we're sorry for what we did yesterday and give you a little peace offer.
Ha ha, very funny. Guess the whole school knows, huh?
And that right there is why the asshole meter goes up to 10. That's some expellable shit right there. Who's running this school letting this shit happen? Skinner?
What's wrong, Carly Beth? Oh, it's the worst!
Oh, hey, look, you're in this episode. Boom, you just got clowned on. You dropped this. You know, this is more unsettling in the book, actually, because in the book, her internal monologue is just her saying, I'll show them. I'll show all of them. And if I ever heard a kid at school say that, I'm not going to be showed. You won't show me because I'm not coming back to that school, ever.
What are you doing here? Who are you?
A customer who entered an open store, so maybe chill out and don't act shocked when people walk in.
Everything I have is up on the walls. 5 minutes. Yes? Have you any news? I told you not to phone me unless you have news. How many times do I have to tell you?
Hold on. Hey, kid, I'm about to call my ex-wife some words you've never heard before, so just put on one of those masks so you can't hear me well, alright? Hello? Where was I? Oh yeah, you fucking cunt. Why is this giving away the end of the book immediately? I had a whole ending rant thing ready to go, and now it's got to be in the middle of the video. Anyway, yes, look, in the book called Haunted Mask, none of the masks are haunted. They're all science experiments. So there's your lesson about not judging a book by a cover, because that's all a fucking lie. And why make them science experiments? What does that add? It adds nothing. You could just easily explain that they're ghost masks or something, or possessed masks. Instead, you went full Stephen King and made the actual explanation way more convoluted than it needed to be. And another thing, why am I ranting about a 1990s children's television show, huh? Moving on. Alright, let's see. We got cauliflower ear, moldy Star Trek mask, an off-brand Cenobite named Heckraiser, a Dick Tracy villain, decomposing Alfred Hitchcock, and a monster from Buffy. Well, that's a disturbing moment to go to commercial. Man closing a door on a little girl. If I see Robert Stack when it fades back in, I'm gonna be upset.
You're not supposed to be here. I'm sorry, young lady.
Why did you think I was going to choke you? Oh god, do I give off that vibe? It's the accent, isn't it? No, it's more... everything, really.
They're too frightening.
That's perfect. I need a really scary mask. Like that one.
That is arguably the least scary mask. Are you for real?
It's a really frightening gorilla mask out front. It's made with real gorilla hair. I will give it to you for nothing.
I don't think Chuck and Steve will be scared by a gorilla mask, though.
Who?
Oh, Chuck and Steve, yes, no, I know them. Actually, I was hanging out with them earlier when they made a little girl eat a whoa. Okay, I see what's happening here.
I don't think.
These masks, they're so real looking.
Take the responsibility.
Chuck and Steve would just die.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Look, here, $30. It's everything I have.
That's not even enough to buy like a regular mask. What do you think I am, Spirit Halloween? I am surviving paycheck to paycheck. I'm a small business owner, Carly Beth.
No! Must leave, please! Now! Do!
Here's your money.
Did she just throw money at him? Just leave it on the counter, Carly. Jeez. You know he's a doctor where he's from?
What am I doing?
I'm not gonna chase you through the streets because, look at me, with my all-around vibe, people are just gonna assume I'm the bad guy.
Bye-bye, Curly Beth. Bye-bye.
The rest of the episode totally should be like her hallucination because she's breathing in that gross, chemically plastic Halloween mask smell. You guys know that smell every Halloween mask had that we just all breathed in all night on Halloween night. I'm surprised it didn't give us all brain damage or something like that. Good times, good memories. Anyway, back to the haunted mask.
Hey, Noah. Stay away. No. No. Who are you?
And why are you my sister's height and wearing her clothes and walking out of her room? Oh, wait a minute. What have you done with my sister?
Hey, what is this? My mask, it won't come off.
Stop kidding around, Curly Beth.
I'm not kidding around. Really, I can't get it off me.
That happened to me once. One very hot Halloween, except the mask wasn't as scary. You know, as a kid, I was like, oh, that mask is scary. And now as an adult, I'm like, oh, that head on a stick is scary.
And that head. It looks so real. Where'd you get it?
Oh, it's me. It's who I used to be.
Carly Beth, are you coming out right now?
You really want to scare them tonight, don't you?
More than anything else in the world. Come on, let's go. It's gonna be the best Halloween ever. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I hope we get some good stuff.
Okay. Cut. You can cut now.
I think it's really disgusting.
I said.
But it's too weird for words.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
No, I'm kidding. She doesn't kill her friend. It's haunted mask, not killer mask. These are killer masks. And this is son of mask, which is scarier.
Gotcha. Should have seen your face. It was the best.
The best?
Did you actually think I was gonna hurt you?
It's not that funny, Carly Beth. It's a little sick.
I'm sorry. I'm just staying in character, you know, getting in the mood.
Nobody cast this girl as the Joker. Or Morbius. This episode was filmed when Morbius was still a funny thing.
You better watch what you say to me if you know it's good for you.
Listen, don't frighten her like that. She's just a little girl.
Oh, well, isn't that too bad?
Hey, cut it out.
And if you don't stop talking, you'll get what's coming to you, too.
You tell your sick little friend that I'm gonna call the police.
Hello, police. This child was being scary and rude on Halloween night. What's your name, ma'am? What? What's your name? I don't see what that has to do with anything. Just give me your name, ma'am. Karen. Yeah, I thought so. Have a good night, Karen.
Carly Beth, wait up!
Somebody just trip her and end this. You know, all she really needs is one of those no-nonsense parents to grab her by the ear and drag her home to stop all this. Like one of those parents that grab their kids by the back of the neck in public. You know what I'm talking about?
This is great!
She's definitely the type of person who dresses like Deadpool at Comic-Con and thinks that gives them the right to act like a douchebag at Comic-Con. You know who you are, and you need to stop that shit. Even you, Ryan Reynolds. Stop it. It's enough.
I don't see anything.
Real funny.
Okay, that laugh doesn't sit right with me. Someone keep an eye on this kid. Keep an eye on any pets he has.
Who are you?
Why is everyone's first response, who are you? I have never seen a child get scared and scream, who are you? There's usually, you know, a lot of screaming and pissing and snot involved, but never a who are you? What are you going to ask next? Oh, what are your intentions?
This is Carly Beth's head.
Oh, man.
Poor Carly Beth didn't want to give up her head tonight, but I took it anyway.
Okay, you're definitely getting high off something because that mask is secreting some sort of liquid that cannot be healthy for you. It probably smells like the paint aisle in Home Depot in there.
Apologize to her. Tell Carly Beth you're sorry.
Apologize? For what?
She got a variety of illnesses and diseases from that worm. The doctor couldn't believe it. Like, what kind of worm was that? How can it carry so much bacteria in its little body?
Apologize! Or I promise you wish you never met her.
Sorry, Carly Beth. I'm sorry. Sorry again.
Help me.
I knew it. Reading the scene in the book, I just knew it wouldn't be as scary as I read it, but I didn't expect it to look like the pirate from the beginning of SpongeBob.
Please help me.
You know, that might be my favorite thing about the entire Goosebumps show is the fake screaming from kid actors. It's like, they all scream in lowercase, you know? They scream like, they scream like Paul Dano Riddler, you know? They're like, like that.
Were you gonna put flowers here?
Yeah.
You know whose grave this is?
My wife's.
Oh. Do you know anywhere else I can bury this thing?
Not in a cemetery? Hey, did that kid just do a cartwheel in a cemetery? Because I can't tell if that's like the most or least goth thing a kid could do.
Oh no, Sabrina. There's no line. There's no line here. I'm gonna tell my mom. Those eyes. Those eyes in the mirror. What about them? They're not my eyes, Sabrina. My eyes don't look like that. Try to calm down, Carly Beth. Those aren't my eyes. Where are my eyes?
Okay, you know what? I'll admit, this part is very well done and faithful to the book. And it's like my favorite part of the book because this is where it actually gets scary to me. Where she realizes like that's not her staring back at her in the mirror. To like first realize that your skin is not your skin. It's like some real like David Cronenberg body horror for kids. It's a good introduction to kids for this type of horror subgenre. So this actually has my spooky seal of approval. Not that seal.
What are you supposed to be? I'm supposed to be mean, but I'm not. I'm supposed to be mean, but I'm not. Come on.
Yeah, you better run, kids. Run from the philosophical horror of that statement. Let it ruminate in your heads for your whole adolescence. Obsess over what makes one themselves, and what truly is the self, and what...
I cannot remove that mask.
Why not?
Because it is not a mask. It is a real face.
Whose face was it? Can't you tell? It's Ronald Reagan. Oh, dear God, no.
One after another, no matter what I did to stop the decay. No matter what I did, deformity set in. Ugliness.
Well, maybe if you didn't talk to us like that, we wouldn't feel like that. You ever think about that, asshole?
I'm sorry. But this face is your face now.
This is basically what puberty feels like.
I was the man who created these faces, Carly Beth.
You made them? But why?
I was like you. I did not love myself.
What do you mean like me? I'm okay with myself. You're kind of projecting on me there, mister. Men, they'll make gross monstrosities before going to therapy.
So that you will appreciate who you are and what you have always had.
No, I want my fist back. I want my fist back. I want myself back.
Oh, shh, quiet. You'll awaken them.
Okay, here it comes. You know, even when I was reading this in the book, it was goofy as shit. So we're about to see that goofiness translated into a cheesy 90s CGI kids TV show. Strap in because here we fucking go.
Come on.
Why do they look like a Windows 95 screensaver? This is giving me a migraine to look at.
This is Carly Beth. I am Carly Beth. This is me. Get away. Get away.
Wow, that head was so scary that it scared them off. I'm telling you, man, that head is on level with like the Polar Express kids' face. Jesus Christ, don't show them.
A symbol of love. That's what he meant.
No, a hand-knit sweater is a symbol of love. That is like the symbol of a serial killer. You know what? I'm just gonna stop visiting my wife's grave. I don't even care that they did notice me. I don't even want to know what the fuck that was all about.
Carly Beth, please take that mask off. Please, Carly Beth, please. Take that mask off. I gotcha.
You know, today I found out I'm capable of choking my friend to death. Sleep with one eye open tonight.
Well, why didn't you wear your duck costume? And why weren't you with Sabrina? Sabrina called here twice looking for you.
Well, let's just say I've learned a lot about myself tonight, Mom.
and way too much about a random shop owner.
Trick or treat!
Wow, that sure is a scary mask you got on. Carly Beth, why are you laughing?
Now that wasn't too scary, was it? Let's ask my family. Mom? Dad? What did you think?
They look like the parents in a 90s sour candy commercial. Which is actually kind of what this whole show looks like.
I think they liked it. I hope you did too. Have a scary day, everyone.
Oh god, they definitely have him by gunpoint. Did you see that attempt at a smile? And that was The Haunted Mask. It's actually a pretty faithful book adaptation. It changes all these small things to move the plot along and skips some of the redundant moments, but, you know, all in all, it captures the book's spirit pretty well. So in that regard, I'll give it like a 4.5 out of 5 in terms of book faithfulness. That being said, the book and the episode have the dumbest climaxes of all time that would put like any Stephen King book to shame. Anyway, I digress. That was actually episodes 1 and 2 of the Goosebumps TV show. So hopefully by episode 3, they'll have figured things out and have chosen a better book to be more creative with its title and its climax. I mean, kinda.